I bet you like $50 silver. What about $60 silver? How about $70 silver? I know, I like it too. I'm right there with you. We're in the same boat. What about $12 silver? We don't like that one bit now, do we? But we have to be realists. We have to look at the situations in the market and be realistic that yes, silver can go to the moon. And I think we agree that that is likely what will happen. However, there are scenarios under which silver could go as low as $12 per ounce. And that is something that we don't want to talk about, but we do need to talk about because we can't just live in an echo chamber, right? We need to look at the big picture, assess the entire risk, and see what we think is most likely to happen. Let's do that right now. So when we talk about $12 silver, there are people that welcome that actually, that see it as a good thing because it would allow them to back up the truck and buy a bunch of silver at a very discounted price. So it's all not doom and gloom. Those people, and that would probably include me, would say, hey, the long-term thesis remains intact. So if they somehow push the price down to $12 an ounce, I'll buy as much as I can afford. And you'll know that's the case when you see all this junk in my basement gone. That's right, I would sell all my junk at $12 silver and load up as much as I could. But hey guys, look, we can't live in an echo chamber. There are downside risks to any investment, including silver. Let's dig into a scenario under which the price of silver could go to $12 per ounce, and then let's look at the big picture. The best argument I've heard for $12 silver in the coming years would play out like this. Let's say we had a hard landing, a severe recession in the economy, maybe even a depression. Number one, industrial demand for silver, and that demand is a significant part of the silver demand equation. Industrial demand would fall off a cliff. They'd stop making solar panels, they'd stop making smartphones, they'd stop making electric vehicles. Basically, we would have a significant decrease in demand for silver from industry. And potentially, this is the double kicker that could get it down to $12 an ounce, people that own silver could be in a very tough situation, which could lead to investors selling their silver, getting out of silver just to meet their everyday living expenses. We're going to talk a little more about this silver doomsday scenario, but first I want to say thank you. Yes, you, one and only you. Your mama loves you. Heck, you know what? Today I'll tell you, I love you too. Thanks for joining me here in Ron's Basement. It's me and you from wherever you are in the world right now. You're always welcome here in Ron's Basement. If you enjoy coming here, I enjoy having you. Please subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. Now let's get back to this doomsday scenario for silver. Have you heard of this guy called Jeff Christian? He's a silver analyst. There's mixed opinions about him out there. I heard him the other day bringing up the point that there's 3 to 4 billion, yes, billion ounces of silver above the ground. I guess he claims held for investment purposes. That would include the silver that you own and I own as well. He says, and he was saying this about a price spike, that if the price went to $35 an ounce, now that sounds a lot better than 12, doesn't it? But if it went to $35 per ounce, that a lot of those people would sell their silver, basically putting a cap on the price. Well, if we look at this doomsday scenario, $12 per ounce, some of those people of that 3 to 4 million ounces, and that's not all held by individuals, obviously, but nonetheless, some portion of it, people might find themselves in a tough financial situation. And even though they don't want to sell their silver, they may have to just to buy some food or pay their electric bill or whatever the case may be. Now, we know in India, right, there's been massive massive silver mine this year, 300 million, 400 million ounces. We don't have the final numbers yet. A lot of that has been bought by the farmers, and they're typically not the richest people. A lot of the young people, this is very interesting. I've been hearing this over and over. A lot of the younger people in India are buying silver, younger, even professional people. So there's all this silver out there, and in this doomsday scenario that we're not going to talk about for too much longer, those people could also flood the market with selling silver, again, just to meet their basic living needs. And I don't know about you, but I'd be happy to take it off their hands at $12 per ounce. Like I said, there would be no more teddy bear because I would have sold him on eBay. Heck, I might even consider selling one of the cats. No, I wouldn't sell one of the cats. That wouldn't be good for me or my marriage. But nonetheless, you get my point. I would be scraping up. Would you be? I'd be scraping up a bit of money that I could to pick up silver at that price. And you know, I don't really think that's what's going to unfold. I don't think that the big central banks, the elite class of the world, really wants to crash things, crash the economy. I think what's more likely is that they will stimulate when things slow down, and we know that will be very fertile times for the price of silver and gold for that matter. And we'd much rather see $50, $60, $70 per ounce silver. But we got to look at all the scenarios. I know for me, I don't know how you've experienced this in life, but I can look at plan A, plan B, plan C. But then there's always that surprise out there. Maybe plan D, doomsday. I don't think it's likely. I think we're in for a fun 2023 when it comes to the price of the precious metals. I'll be here for you through it all. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.